Dawson's Rambles.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Ryder here, and today we have some Zenkaiger rumors for you for the 45th anniversary series. I wasn't sure I was going to do a video on these, even though these rumors do sound very interesting, just because I feel we're right around the corner from some actual concrete pictures and stuff. But it is kind of always fun to speculate and then compare it to what actually happens. Not to mention I actually got a handful of requests to do this, so let's talk about it. So I have my little cheat sheet down here just so I don't forget, and I probably will forget some stuff. I'm going to be reading some stuff from the rumors and then some stuff from the more confirmed-ish toy listings, but I'm also just going to speak more broadly about it. I'll link to like the Ranger Board thread if you want to read every last detail, because I don't want to just sit here and read stuff to you, especially since I hate reading out loud. I've hated it ever since class, but that's nothing to do with this video. So basically, just to sum it up real quick before I start reading, there's rumors about the sort of gimmick and theme very much tying into the mecha, with the Rangers' appearances being like references to the mecha. Everything's a reference, it's Toku! Kind of like, in a way, but a much more extreme version of the way they had that really subtle thing where the monster designs were inspired by previous mech. I kind of miss stuff like that where it's like, hey, here's a subtle nod instead of just anniversary noises! That's kind of what it is now. Anyway, so the Red Ranger's appearance is going to kind of be a cross between Aqua Ranger and Big One, and he's going to have a Dragon Ranger-esque shield. And the rumor is that he's going to be the only human and the other four will be robots. These stupid Humagears getting everywhere. Don't lecture me, you can opener. So the other four Rangers may be robots with faces that are inspired by Daijujin for red, yellow, Gao King, pink, Magic King, and blue, Daibonken. And they can turn into giant robots as well, which would be kind of cool. It's been a while since we've had Rangers that turn into robots. And then there's a rumor that they could sort of combine into sort of double robots, like, you know, two of them into like a sort of double-esque transformation, which is kind of funny because we saw that first silhouette that looks very much like Kamen Rider Double or Kamen Rider Build. Knew it wasn't Evil's final plan yet. Now let me read some of the more sort of confirmed-ish toy listings that we got that Dukemon posted. They're up on the Ranger Board post I will link to. So there's going to be a set of a red and yellow robot, and each one has two modes, transforming into a T-Rex Daijujin-esque one, and then the other one, yellow, would be kind of Gao King-like. And then you have pink and blues robots, where pink would transform into a Magic King-esque one, and then blue would be more Daiboken-esque. And see, from these I can't tell whether, with the Rangers, like, would their designs, like the Rangers, have designs that were reminiscent of the mecha, or would they just transform into the mecha that look like past mecha, or would it be a little bit of both? There's the Henshin device, which was the gear tingler, which would kind of have like a trigger, like it sounds like a gun mechanism, where you'd put the Sentai gear in and it would turn, and they would have the designs of previous Sentai on them. There's also a thing about the buckle, you know, that belt we get every year that you end up just tossing aside to get whatever the gimmick is. Seems to be a transforming figure series based on this gimmick, which is nice. Of course, Sentai Heroes, and then the Sentai Gears. So again, you can read this in more detail, and I kind of skipped around a little bit just to get the gist of it for you. But basically the rumor is that in addition to the Sentai Gears obviously being the sort of traditional gimmick that will probably have previous Sentai designs on it to get you to collect them, that the sort of gimmick theme may be more mecha related rather than like Gokaiger where they transformed into previous Rangers. And again, I can't tell from the sort of more confirmed stuff to the rumors whether it means the Rangers themselves, like their helmets, would kind of look like the mecha, and then when they transform into them they would look even more like them, or whether they're gonna have a base design and then just transform into the mecha. But either way, I do think it sounds cool. I think emphasizing the mecha is a nice way to differentiate it from what Gokaiger did. I almost wish, based on this, that there wasn't a gimmick in terms of the gears, like a little collectible, and they just more emphasized the mecha, and you just got a bunch of cool auxiliaries that were like, I guess in a way like Gokaigers, that were kind of like legacy inspired, where they looked like Zenkaiger designs but were sort of echoing the past, or maybe echoing multiple ones. Like, it would be cool. What if we had a series of like mini, this isn't based on any of the rumors, but this is just something I think would be cool. Like if each auxiliary was a little vehicle or animal that transformed into a mini robot, and like the vehicle or animal was based off of one Sentai and then the transformation was based off of another. I think that would be cooler because I'm just kind of over gimmicks, and I think doing a mecha based gimmick would not only be refreshing and more interesting, but it would make it so that you wouldn't have to buy so many different things at once. But I do think this sounds cool. I'm interested to see, and especially since the setup too also kind of creates a different kind of leader, which I think is interesting, and I think in general some of this sounds like it could be pretty cool. if they pull it off. Again, it sounds pretty concrete in some ways, but I'm just not sure. You know, sometimes we get these rumors and we really think we know what it's going to be, and then it ends up being just kind of a version of that once we get it. So I'll be interested to see for sure what we actually get compared to what these rumors are. My main thing is I just want the show to be good. I always look forward to seeing the suits and obviously the designs and all that whatnot, but I mainly just want the show to be good. Like, I love the ninja suits. Probably one of my all-time favorite suits, but I hate both shows that they spawn. So that's my main concern, is just the show being good and not being just kind of loud, shallow anniversary stuff. And I hope they take a page from Gokaiger and be a good show and a good anniversary. But these rumors definitely sound cool. But what do you guys think? Do you like the idea of the mecha-based designs? Do you like the idea of the Rangers being robots? Let me know in the comments as always. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps and ring that bell so you can get my videos. Dawson Ryder.